Hello once again, and welcome to Jimmy's Train Station and Travel Adventures. This is Uncle Jimmy. All this month in October, we're going to be bringing you some Halloween specials. Right now, for our first vlog, we are standing in what's known as Centraila, Pennsylvania. And you can see the road behind me. And all the streets in Centraila are like this now. This used to be a booming town. Now it's basically a ghost town. And in this town of Centraila, we inspired, if you want to see my shirt, I don't know if you recognize what the character is on my shirt, but it's from the game called Silent Hill. This town that I'm standing in right now, Centraila, what's left of it, which I'm going to give you a history on, inspired the game and the movie of Silent Hill. So join me on this adventure. I'll give you some history on this town, and we'll do some exploring of this town. So follow me. Well, it's hard to believe that this was once a booming town. Now, there are some people that still live here, but this is one of the side streets. I'm just showing you. Most of the buildings now are gone and tore down, and the streets go on both sides of the road and in different directions. Now, if you ever go exploring here, I recommend staying to the main streets of what used to be Centraila, because it's an active coal mine fire underneath this town, and the ground is very unstable and can cave through at any time. So if you come exploring here, I will warn you, it is dangerous. So I'm sticking to the main areas, and I'm not getting off the beaten path where the fires are. But Centraila is a borough and near ghost town in Columbia County, Pennsylvania, United States. Its population had dwindled more than 1,000 residents in 1980 to 63 by 1990 to only 5 residents in 2017 as a result of a coal mine fire which has been burning underneath the borough since 1962. Centraila, which is part of the Bloomsburg-Berwick metropolitan area, is the least populated in Pennsylvania. So, to give you an idea of what happened, they say in the 1960s there was a dump that people used to burn their trash in. This was a mining town. The town was around 1793 during the Revolutionary War when it was founded. And there is active underground mine fire from that dump where they used to burn trash. That's what caused the fires here at Centraila. As I'm looking through the history here, in 1979, locals became aware of the scale of the problem when a gas station owner, then Mayor John Coddington, inserted a dipstick into one of his underground tanks to check the fuel level. When he withdrew it, it seemed hot. So he lowered a thermometer into the tank on a string and was shocked to discover that the temperature of the gasoline in the tank was 172 degrees Fahrenheit. Statewide attention to the fire began to increase, circulating in 1981 when a 12-year-old resident named Todd Domboski fell into a sinkhole 4 feet wide and 150 feet deep, and suddenly opened beneath his feet in his backyard. His cousin, 14-year-old Eric Wolfgang, pulled Domboski out of the hole and saved his life just in time. The plume of hot steam boiling from the hole was tested and found to contain a lethal level of carbon monoxide. At the time, the sinkhole collapsed. Then Uncumberland Representative James Nellington and Governor Dick Thornburg were visiting the town to access the area. Although there was physical evidence of a fire, residents in Centraila were bitterly divided over the question of whether or not the fire posed a direct threat to the town. Eventually, there was abandonment in the town, and the government offered people money to leave the town because of the danger. It would have cost too much money to try to put the fire out and save the town, and it just wasn't a situation to do. Now, there were a few residents, like I said, that just refused to leave and stay, and they're still here today. Just a few. Now, in popular culture, what I wanted to let you know is, like I said, screenwriter Roger Avery researched Centraila while working on the screenplay for the Silent Hill film adaptation. There used to be a road here, kind of like this, that led into the town called Graffiti Road, that you could visit. It was a main road that was closed that led into the town, but because of so many people visiting and four-wheelers and people up here partying, the private landowner had dump trucks come in, and the road was filled over with dirt so people wouldn't visit the town anymore. So that's the history. And like I said, the reason I'm here is because I wanted to bring you some October specials of things for Halloween. So if you ever played the game Silent Hill or seen the movie, this is the town that inspired the game and the movie. So if you have played the game, you'll remember in the game it was really foggy. It was a ghost town bazaar. Certain times when you're doing the gameplay, this siren would ring, meaning to get to the sanctuary, which was a church, was the only safe place to be, or you would get killed by creatures like this nurse. They're like demonic zombie type creatures. I can't really explain. You just have to play the game or research it. But if you played the game, you'll know what I mean about the sanctuary. That was the only safe place you could get before the whole town turned into like an upside down bizarre demonic town. So that's the best way I can explain it. Now, I don't know if you can see through the treetops. We will go up and visit. There's a sanctuary that sits up on top of the hill there, and if you research or play the game to prove that this is the town that was inspired the movie and the game Silent Hill, the church in the game looks almost exactly like the church here in Centraila. So follow me as we adventure and drive around a little bit and check out some of the scenes, and we will visit the church before we leave, and I will show you how much it looks like the sanctuary in the game Silent Hill. So follow me. So I'm going to take you on a little adventure here as we drive around and explore a little bit of what's left of Centraila. It's really a tragedy and a shame that this happened to this town. So we will cut across the main highway here of 61 and explore some more of what used to be Centraila. some more of the streets that used to be the town of Centraila. As you can see, it's just mainly streets now, no buildings. Which makes a creepy, eerie feeling anyway. So this is private property, and I'll turn around here. This is one of the people that live here, and I don't really want to bother the people that live here, so we will turn around here and go explore some more of the streets. Like I said, now there's not much to see. Now 10-15 years ago, you could still see smoke coming from the ground from the coal fire, which has moved on now, but they said it would probably burn for at least another 50 years at least. So we'll go explore one of the other streets. Now Graffiti Road is up in that direction. There's really nothing to see now because they have it blocked off. These are where the buildings used to be. And the streets. So we're going to head up to the sanctuary now. Toward the sanctuary. Now this would have been the center section of town, but as you can see, all the buildings are gone now. There's just sidewalks and side streets up and down all these roads here of where the town and the houses and the buildings used to be. More of the side streets. Now there's only two buildings left, what's left of Centraila, and one of them right here is the municipal building, which this is the original municipal building of Centraila. So I'm taking you to the sanctuary now to show you that as we work our way up. Not quite sure how to get there, but we'll figure it out together. So until we get to the sanctuary, let me find my way there and I'll be right back. So here we are. We're heading up to the church now. Hopefully this will take us. I'm following my Google Maps. Working our way up. And we have arrived. So since we're here, we'll get out and I will show you the sanctuary, which is still an active church to this day. But here you go. If you've played the game Silent Hill, you can see the resemblance of this sanctuary to the one in the game of Silent Hill. Now you can see how this town inspired the game and the movie Silent Hill. So I hope you've enjoyed this blog of Centraila and Silent Hill, Pennsylvania. We've got plenty more of Halloween specials to come this month of October. So I hope you enjoy all these bizarre and scary stories. Until next time, I'm Uncle Jimmy with Jimmy's Train Station and Travel Adventures. I ask if you're watching this blog to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell up in the right hand corner to let you know when I download another video. Feel free to leave comments or suggestions of things you'd like to see in the future. Until next time, go out there and have your own adventures and enjoy life. Uncle Jimmy with Jimmy's Train Station and Travel Adventures. Till next time, goodbye.